Good morning, everyone. So, today I have a special treat for you guys. We are going to be studying the top 10 achievements and the 5 worst failures of European history. Ready? On your marks, get set, award show!
Hello, I'm going to be presenting number 10 on the top achievements category, and the winner is Louis XIV's absolutist France. French King Louis XIV and his finance minister Colbert helped France's economy by exporting rather than importing goods in order to maximize France's economy. This achievement helped France and set an example for other European powers at the time, thus leaving a powerful impact upon society.
That was very good. Quite interesting.
I'm going to be presenting number 9 on our list of achievements, which is Tsar Peter the Great of Russia. He made a Russian military and naval power using European technology. He also defeated the Swedes at Poltava in 1709 and took their Baltic territories, enforced economic, educational, administrative, military, and social reform, and focused on the westernization of Russian culture. What a guy. His reign helped Russia catch up to the West from their traditional, slower pace of development.
How interesting.
Hi guys, I'm Sierra and I'll be presenting number 8 on our list of achievements, the European Common Market. This happened in 1957 and was a European tariff union in which many European powers integrated their economies to help each other in commerce and trade. How exciting! And here comes Mr. Benham.
Nice, nice. Next up we have Chase. Where is he? There he is!
Hey guys, I'm going to present number 7 on our list, which is Queen Elizabeth I, reign of England. She was an amazing ruler who helped England flourish during her reign. Under her rule, people gained more rights and society as a whole was just simply better. She even allowed William Shakespeare into her royal library. How cool. She is one of the most well-known English monarchs known today, and she has left a great legacy upon the world.
That is some exciting stuff right there, yes?
I'll be presenting number 6 on our list, which is the Renaissance. Literally meaning rebirth, it was a period in European civilization characterized by a surge of interest in classical scholarship and values. The Renaissance also witnessed the discovery and exploration of new continents, the substitution of the Copernican for the Ptolemaic system of astronomy, and the decline of the feudal system and the growth of commerce, and the invention or application of such potentially powerful innovations such as paper and printing. This was basically a revival of culture after a long period of stagnation, which changed the world forever.
How interesting. Let's take a look at number 5.
Alright, number 5 on our list is the Protestant Reformation. When the Catholic Church began the practice of selling indulgences, it raised the attention of several churchgoers, including a Martin Luther. Being a scholar of the Bible, Luther realized that nowhere in the Bible did it say that indulgences were the way to heaven. This angered Luther into posting his 95 Theses on the door of a Wittenberg Castle church on October 31st, 1517. This caused a split in the church and led to the formation of modern-day Christianity, a widely practiced religion today.
That's interesting.
Okay, so number 4 on our list is the Agricultural Revolution. This was a period of transition from the pre-agricultural period into an agricultural period characterized by a diet of cultivated foods, or a further transition from a living and more advanced and more productive form of agriculture, including great advances in the methods and ways to farm. People found out ways to better utilize the land and even farmed nitrogen-storing crops like turnips to help the soil. This achievement also helped further different innovations along as well, and even led to the beginning of the Industrial Revolution and a more populated Europe.
That's important.
Number 3 on our list is the Scientific Revolution. It was a period of scientific innovation when traditional views and perceptions about the universe were put in doubt, when logic and reasoning were put into use. Scientists like Newton and Copernicus and Kepler found out new things about the universe using experimentation and substantial evidence, rather than simply relying on the church's teachings. This changed science overall and was a great turning point in academic history.
I agree. That was a very important achievement.
The second most important achievement in European history was the Industrial Revolution. It was a transition to new manufacturing processes in the period of from about 1760 to sometime between 1820 and 1840. This transition included going to machines rather than handmade processes, new iron production processes, and increase in the use of steam power and coal. It shifted the economy from agricultural to industrial. This laid the framework for modern economies, and new policies like wages for time rather than production were developed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important achievement in European history. On your marks, get set. Achievement number 1.
Number 1, the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment has won the award for the top achievement in European history. Bravo. It was a European intellectual movement to the late 17th and 18th centuries, emphasizing reason and individualism rather than tradition. It was heavily influenced by the 17th century philosophers such as Descartes, Locke, and Newton, and its prominent exponents include Kant, Goethe, Voltaire, and Rousseau, and Adam Smith. This left a lasting impact upon society as it called for new forms of government and offered new perspectives as well. Who knows what life would be like without the Enlightenment?
I agree completely. Now that was great. Now we're going on to announce the winners for the top 5 failures in European history. This is serious, guys. Let's be mature.
Number 5 on the worst failures of European history is Gorbachev's reforms. Although with good intent, in 1985, reform-minded Mikhail Gorbachev came to power as General Secretary of the Soviet Union. He introduced reforms along liberal lines. The 2 reforms most commonly associated with him are glasnost and perestroika. Glasnost means openness and refers to government transparency and increased freedom of expression. However, this backfired and too much power was given to the people after such a long period of oppression.
Hold on, hold that thought. I have a visual. See this pencil here? This is communism. Just falls down. Needs a tight grip around it, but without a tight grip, just falls down.
The 4th worst failure in European history was the Russian Revolution, primarily caused by the weak Tsar Nicholas II and his association with Rasputin. The people rose up against the government and killed the entire Roman line. However, instead of getting the freedom they expected, Stalin took power from Trotsky, and after Lenin's death, and oppressed the people far worse than the old Tsar had. Millions died under Stalin's rule. This was a failed revolution.
Yes, yes, very true. What a topic.
The third worst failure was colonialism and imperialism. Europeans began to think themselves superior to other nations and took over their lands and heavily oppressed the native people in that area. Such examples were Leopold's Belgian Congo and England's India. This arrogant European attitude led to the deaths of millions of men, women, and children living under European dictatorship.
Yes.
The second worst failure of European history was the crowning of French King Louis XVI. This young, inexperienced king and his wife, Marie Antoinette of Austria, drove France to ruin during their reign. They heavily taxed the poor and even aided the American Revolution, although a good cause drove France into complete and utter bankruptcy. This led to one of the most bloody revolutions of all time, resulting in the unnecessary deaths of over 40,000 people, including the monarchs themselves. This was also another failed revolution, as the Bourbon monarchy was reinstated a mere decades later after a larger series of wars.
All right, this is it. On your marks.
The worst failure in history was the World Wars and the Holocaust. Over 40 million soldiers, civilians, and innocent people died in these few decades. These were the bloodiest wars in all of history, and for what cost? Racial hatreds towards one another, along with the greed forced not only from Europe, but Asia and America to get involved as well. Many people perished, but after the world powers have tried their best, although there have been many slip-ups, to maintain peace and security for all.
Well, that's all. Clearly Europe had many great achievements and several blundering failures that shaped Europe and the countries surrounding it for years to come. Don't tell anyone.